It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
57, Mike, 57.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Allen gonna go on fourth down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Lance.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
McCaffrey on the counter.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Right back to Juszczyk again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Lance on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Allen off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. He will have the conversion and more than that. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On play action, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 35 yards. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Lance on target to Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and Diggs has it. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 81 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. To throw again on second down. Allen escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now.
Lance, that's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Lance now on 1st down. It returns it right back to Samuel.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Given 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal.
Lance.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the 1st down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
From the 16, Allen. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Allen.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Lance.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
So that, Charles, obviously just a game-changer here in this fourth quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And Frank,
down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray.
81 yards.
And the 49ers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
and touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing is Allen. Into the hands of Singletary. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen. And that's complete to McKenzie. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing.
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive, it was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lance looking to throw.
Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play.
Now Lance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Right to the air is Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now Burrow on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow will throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow setting up the screen to Pirine.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Once again, they run with Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
12,
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
12.
Here's Mixon. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They run for it with Mixon. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
56
Working with a 2nd and 4. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Cook out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 45 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
2nd and 2. Singletary again. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And some space here. 20, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings.
Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Singletary to get the drive started. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Buying time to his left.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. On play action, Allen.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. play fake. Cousins. That's caught by the... And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll go down at the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Allen. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs, 28 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They run it again with Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Cousins.
Open right side, complete to Rager.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. To throw, Cousins.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Cousins.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. One.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
play action. Allen. This one caught by Crowder. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open. But it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off and ends up going for negative play.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That looked a little bit off. You expect more leg out of him, but he did get it to go.
But you and I both know sometimes depending on the angle, they may take a little bit off of the kick in order to make sure that they line it up properly and bring it home through the posts.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this is Cook with the ground. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the red zone now, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Here's Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now, because Those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
But Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, 36 yards. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A first down throw for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Play action now. Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now Cousins.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw again. Cousins.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to...
Here's a diving catch right side. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Now Cousins.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Cousins to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Cook.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Cousins will try and throw. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got the hook up with Diggs. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown.